welcome back to EM Sports. Welcome to weekend preview for the FA Cup quarterfinals match that will be happening tomorrow. Remember, on EM Sports, we'll be bringing you all the three matches for the quarterfinals, starting off with Manchester City versus Liverpool. That is at 2:45 p.m. And then at 7:15 p.m., Chelsea versus Port Valley. And then at 10 p.m. Kenyan time, that is Arsenal versus Southampton, or Southampton versus Arsenal because Southampton are at home. Now, this is my preview. Man City versus Liverpool. That's the big one, or maybe let's say the final before the final, the mini final for the FA Cup. Manchester City versus Liverpool. Right now, Man City, their mood is very high, especially after winning the Carabao Cup and the manner in which they beat Arsenal. They beat Arsenal convincingly, especially the second half. Arsenal did not see anything there until even Shaki started training at Wembley. So Man City have their morale is very high. They have their spirit. They have their spirits are very high. So and playing at Etihad this season, they have beaten Liverpool both home and away in the Premier League and convincingly so. Liverpool also have been shocking this season. They have been so much inconsistent. One game they play well like champions. Another game they play their own things. They played well against Galatasaray before the international break. They played well, won 4-0. They came in the weekend, they played, was it Brighton or who? They lost to Brighton again, 2-0 or 2-1, something of sort. So I don't see Liverpool winning this for sure. It will be very difficult for Liverpool to win this game, especially playing at Etihad and the form in which Liverpool are in. This one will be very difficult for Liverpool, especially Man City right now are just prioritizing maybe winning any available trophy, and FA looks more likely than the Premier League because remember they are dumped out of the Champions League by Real Madrid, so they are looking for any possible trophies that they can win. That's why I think this FA is also massive, considering also Pep Guardiola may be leaving at the end of the season. So I think Guardiola wants to win as much as possible so that when he leaves on a high. So Man City versus Liverpool, I think Man City walks away with this. I think Man City wins this comfortably, considering the form of Liverpool. Liverpool have to try and knock out PSG. I think they can. They have a chance. The PSG one, okay, they beat Chelsea 8-3, but that game wasn't that. The difference wasn't that big, especially the first leg. The difference was not that big against PSG versus Chelsea. So I think Liverpool will see off PSG. If that PSG that play Chelsea, if it comes around, I think Liverpool will get through. But this FA Cup, I think Man City have an advantage. So for me, my bet I give Man City tomorrow to win against Liverpool. Another game is Chelsea versus Port Vale. We are remaining with 7 games in the Premier League, and then Port Vale is another one in the quarterfinal. I think out of the 8 now matches that we are guaranteed that there will be played. Of course, if we win here, we have another game at Wembley for the semi-finals. This is the only game that Chelsea can win because after there we play two Manchester clubs, both at home, Stamford Bridge. We start with City and then United. Then from there we play Brighton away at Brighton. We play Forest, and then we play Tottenham. We play Liverpool. Then we Tottenham will beat second last, and then Sunderland. I think those games we are cooked. I am not seeing any game that Chelsea can easily win. Those matches, 7 matches in the Premier League, it is very difficult with the circumstances that are around the club at the moment. I think the next video I will talk just purely on Chelsea, and there are a lot of PR that is coming out of the Chelsea hierarchy or the Chelsea media. A lot of PR concerning they are talking of what Enzo said, and it has just have just brought up all conversation about the interviews that Enzo and Cucurella had during their international break. But we'll dive into that on another video. But this video is just all purely on preview. So I think this is the only game that Chelsea might win before the end of the season. I'm not being pessimistic, but everyone who has watched Chelsea knows we are rubbish this season. We are. I don't know a good word that I can describe my club, but we are broken. By the way, we are just broken. So I don't think all the Premier League games that are remaining 7 or 8, they are very, 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 very difficult for Chelsea. But Port Vale, this is a team that it is last on, is it League One? Yeah, they are playing in League One. This is the last team in that league. So I think this game should be easier for Chelsea to win it and proceed to the semi-finals. And who do we meet in the semi-final? Probably Arsenal, because Arsenal plays Southampton. The winner of there we meet, and if it is Arsenal, we are hooked. Yeah, we are hooked. Arsenal will beat us. It has beaten us like 6 times this season already. So anyway, that is I expect Chelsea to go through anyway. That is a very easy game. If I am Rosinia, I will just play everyone, play the full squad. Yeah, because it is we don't have any midweek game. We are not in the Champions League. Play everyone so that we qualify and then wait and maybe we can win and gain some momentum if it is there. Yeah, we gain some momentum, but there is a lot of negativity around the club at the moment because of the players speaking during the international and things like that. And then another match is Southampton versus Arsenal at the St Mary's. Arsenal this season, I have seen them in all the four competition. Don't get it wrong; they have the best squad in English in Europe at the moment. They have the best squad. But I have seen them this season. Every game they have taken it seriously. It is like just Mikel Arteta want to win everything. He wanted to win everything, but unfortunately the Carabao Cup went with Man City. But I am very sure he will play the strongest possible lineup. Mikel Arteta doesn't care about. He just plays this game and then thinks about the next game. He doesn't think of let me rotate heavily. Then there is no. I've seen him even play Marcos Field or was it Mason Field or something, and the Salibas were there. So I think for me, I think Liverpool, Arsenal will just go full strength in, and so many of their players faked injuries during the international break. Yeah, I'm sorry to say that, but I think they faked the injuries because every player was withdrawing. Yeah, because of injury, because of this, because of that. No. That was faking injuries. But we understand it is football, and sometimes players play like that when it is international, and especially if it is a friendly, and more so they are fighting for something. I think players will prioritize it, especially winning something with the club before maybe they think of winning with the national team because the World Cup is coming in June. So I think Arsenal versus Southampton is a very easy match. I think that one Arsenal will be winning and running to going back to Wembley, whereby they want to amend. Arteta, remember, he has only lost once, either as a player or as a manager visiting Wembley Stadium. So it was just the loss that they lost against Man City. He hasn't lost there any before. So Arsenal Southampton, I think Arsenal goes through. My semi-final prediction: Arsenal meets Chelsea in semi-final, and we know what will happen, of course. Anyway, and then maybe Man City, and then another final game will be on Sunday. On Sunday, we'll be having West Ham versus Leeds. I think it is West Ham versus Leeds on Sunday. Another FA Cup. That one will be also be a tricky game, especially that will be a tricky game. Me just I confirm so that I give uh, the correct information. Uh, I think it is West Ham versus Leeds. It is a very beautiful game for any neutral who wants to watch good football. I think you can watch that game. That game will be a very nice game on Sunday. That game will be coming on Sunday. It will be just a minute to confirm West Ham. Yeah, West Ham versus Leeds, 6:30 p.m. Kenyan time. So I just believe West Ham will be. This is a 50-50 game. Can't just say West Ham, but of course, because of the home advantage, maybe I give West Ham. But it is a 50-50 game. Even if Leeds goes through, I will not be surprised if Leeds goes through. But that is my preview for the FA Cup. Remember, we are bringing you 3 games for this weekend. This is our lineup this weekend. 2:45 p.m. Man City versus Liverpool. 7:15 we're bringing you Chelsea versus Port Valley, and then at 10 p.m. Kenyan time we bring you Southampton versus Arsenal. On Sunday we bring you Inter Milan versus AC Roma. We are going to Serie A. We bring you AC Milan. So far we have brought you one Serie A match between Milan derby. We have brought Madrid derby. Now it is time for Inter versus AC Roma. That one will be coming on your way on Sunday. So please subscribe if you are watching this channel. You remember to just support us, and the only support we ask for now is just to subscribe to this channel turn on your notification bell so that we can be notified once we go live. This is a football channel. You will not miss anything. We'll bring you up to speed with the watch alongs and everything. Please subscribe, share with your friends, share with your family members, and let's meet tomorrow at 2:45. Thank you.